What's up, people? This is Casual Conversations. C3 coming at you. Hey, man, we just getting ready to get up out of here. Just want to drop one more last note for my fellas, man. I hope that y'all are getting some good information, on just how your woman should be treating you, and definitely how to hold her accountable for not treating you a certain way. But you definitely got to make sure that you're in a space to receive how she's treating you. And then in response, man, make sure you're treating her the equivalent way, because we treat one another differently just based off of how, our individualism. There are some things that I do for her that she doesn't do for me because it's something that really doesn't appease to me, but it appeals to her. So I have to do that. Sometimes we say, like, treat others the way you want to be treated, but that might not be equivalent. You see what I'm saying? Right. So I have to learn how she likes to be treated and treat her that way. And then vice versa for me, she has to learn, what tickles my fancy, and make sure she tickling my fancy, not tickling me. We're gonna do the tickling thing.
No, we don't.
This is C3. Casual Couples Conversation. I'm GregoryDeon.
I'm DorianMarie.
And we are here to have a conversation.
Okay, so he's going to read from the 31-day deck on how he should treat me, talk to me, interact with me. And he has selected 2 cards that he's going to read, and then we're going to expound on it. Go for it.
I use my time wisely to be fully present in the home for her and our children. I spend time with each of them individually to cultivate a loving bond, friendship, connection, and trust. I know them and they know me. Right off from the get-go, I use my time wisely. And this is the time that you have when you're alone, when you're by yourself, or when you're at work. And I know there are some things that, you may have to bring home, but if at all else, try to leave work at work. Because when you come home, there are responsibilities like cultivating family that you have to really be focused on when you come into the house. So that's very, very important, and make sure that you're spending time with those that are in the home. Most importantly is going to be your lady. She needs your time. She needs your energy. She needs your masculinity. She needs your love. She needs your care. And you have to purposely, precisely plan time to give her those things, because that's going to equip her with what she needs to stay in her feminine energy. And you don't want a woman not in her feminine energy. It's like living in the house with 2 dudes. You want to make sure that you're doing your part to make sure that she can stay in her feminine energy. And of course, all the kiddos that are there, make sure that you're spending time with them to cultivate that family feel for everybody. Not just, spending all your time on this side or that side. Or spending all your time doing house chores, or, plan accordingly so that way everybody gets your time. You are the king of your castle.
Come on now.
You are the king of your domain, and you have to orchestrate it as well, where everybody is looking to you for guidance, support, and love. Right.
And I will vouch for that you spend time with all of us together. You spend time with each person individually. You definitely spend time with me, but then you will, with your youngest, you spend time with him. Sometimes I'll walk in and it's just you 2. And then there are times when you're with your first oldest. I have a son from a previous marriage, and he will spend time with him. Sometimes I'll walk in there in the theater room or whatever, y'all are spending time together. And you cultivate relationships so that they know who you are.
Right.
And we know who you are and you know who we are. So you definitely do that. You spend time with everybody and you are present. You are present in the home. You come home when you're done doing whatever you're doing at work. You come home and you're there. You're doing the thing. You're doing the homework, and you're making sure that everybody is good, whether it's collectively or individually.
Cooking. Your brother cooks.
Yeah, he does cook. He does cook. Cooks. He does all the things.
Yeah.
Okay, he does. So that's a good one. Let's do this one. I think it's the last one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right. I will maintain a handsome physical physique, be well groomed, smell good, and dress to represent us to her liking. All right, now, some of y'all probably frowning right now, but it is about her, okay? Because sometimes when we get dressed up and we with the fellas, we dress according to how we want, our specification when we with the fellas and having a good time. But when we're out with our lady, she don't want you dressing like you out with your homies. And you need to adhere to that advice, and you want your lady to look at you and like what she sees.
Right.
Like what she smells. Like how your clothes fit.
Wow.
And so that's really, really important. And fellas, we have to take good care of our bodies. It's very, very important. We as men, we are attracted to that feminine physique. But when you look down, are you seeing the same thing? Is it transparent? You know what I mean? And I get it. Some of us, we're gym rats. Some of us can be dedicated to it. Some of us, it's a little bit harder. But that should be something of value that you not only do for yourself, but as a way of showing your woman, that you care about yourself and you care about how she feels about you. And as far as your physical physique, I think that's really, really good. And make sure that, of course, that you stay groomed, love on yourself. So it's like, let me cut to it like this. It's like you will see a woman when she gets dressed and she just don't get dressed and hey baby, let's go. She gets in there, she gets dressed, she picks out her jewelry, she picks out her clothes, then she takes the time to put on makeup and beautify herself. She does all these different things for you as a man so she looks good.
Right.
And you just throw on a shirt and some jeans and I'm ready to go. It's not equivalent. Like, we got to really, really take more time to care for ourselves, and not just spray on a ton of cologne and just go. Like, coordinate your outfit. Wear something that fits, that accents your body. Ask her, hey babe, how does this look? Because I do it all the time. Hey babe, how does it look? Am I fresh?
I ain't fresh.
I ain't fresh.
Yes, yes. And we dress alike and we wear the same.
And so it's not a gimmick. It's something that we really, really value. We like to look and present ourselves as a unit. Physically, with our clothes, sometimes even coordinating our jewelry to a T. But it's about just, cultivating that union between one another and really committing to it. So, fellas, take care of yourself, man. Look good. You want your woman to be proud of how her man looks.
Right.
And not just looking, yeah, baby, you look good, or, yeah, you handsome. Like, we like compliments too.
Yeah.
So I get in there and I put it in on myself to make sure that, and I think women do appreciate that when a man takes care of himself.
I do. I appreciate them early morning hours that he gets up to work out. And sometimes he'll get in another one in the evening, when we have some spare time. I do. I appreciate those efforts and I notice it, I see it, and I acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I don't need to be looking at anybody else. For what? Like, what? You got it all. It's
hey, but that's let me drop this nugget. If you don't want her looking at nobody else, take care of yourself.
Same thing. Vice versa.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
For sure. That's it, man.
That's it.
C3 coming at you, Couples Casual Conversation.